Why women play games with handsome men. You've got the looks, that's great. But here's the thing, no one talks about being handsome can be a burden. Women don't always make things easy for you. And it's not because they're playing hard to get. It's more complex than that. Women love to test the waters and see how you handle the challenge. But what exactly are they really testing? Let's dive into the psychology behind this game. And you'll never look at your dating life the same way. Welcome to Emma, the place where high VE value. Men come to get inspired to level up their style, own their love life, and take charge of their relationships. Number one, they fear being seen as easy. Let's talk about something that's rarely discussed, how women fear being seen as easy when you're a handsome guy. There's this assumption that you're used to getting everything you want, so they might back off a bit to test whether they're just another conquest in your lineup. Now, here's the thing most men miss. It's not about you. It's about her protecting her image. If she's too easily won over, it can feel like she's not worth much. At least in her eyes, it's about not wanting to look like she can be had with a smile or a good line. But here's where it gets interesting. If you rush in trying to win her over with flashy gestures or excessive compliments, you risk confirming her fears. You might just come across as someone who wants a quick win, rather than someone who values a deeper connection. Women want to feel like they're more than just an easy target for your charm. The key, don't rush it. Let her see that you're genuinely interested, but don't come off as desperate. Build the attraction slowly, you'll see that. When you don't try too hard, she'll start to wonder why you're not just jumping into the game with her. And let me tell you the mystery, that's what gets them hooked. So instead of showing your interest all at once, take a step back. Stay calm, you'll build more intrigue and respect. Number two, they're curious about your intentions. All right, now, here's something a lot of guys overlook. Women are always curious about your intentions. They're constantly asking themselves, what does he want from me? The problem is, looks don't answer that question. Sure, you may have the face and body that turns heads, but that doesn't mean they're automatically going to think you're a stand-up guy who's in it for more than just a quick fling. Most handsome men make the mistake of assuming that their appearance speaks for itself, but it doesn't. If you don't show what you're actually about, women will start questioning your true intentions. Are you just here for a night out, or is there something more? The truth is, women will test the waters often indirectly to figure out whether you're serious or just looking for fun. They'll throw in a little sarcasm or pull back emotionally, waiting to see how you'll react. Here's where you turn the tables. Be clear. Without being obvious, you don't need to spell it out like you're writing a novel, but show them through your actions that you're interested in, more than just surface-level attraction. Be patient. Show you can hold a deep conversation, and don't get distracted by the chase when you're real about your intentions. She'll start trusting you more, and the games will start losing their power. Number three, they expect more than just looks. Here's the hard truth. Women expect more than just your looks. Sure, they notice your appearance first. Everybody does, but that's only the entry point. Once you've caught her eye, it's time to prove that you're worth more than just a pretty face. Now, many handsome guys make the mistake of thinking that their looks are the ticket to success. They think, I've got this in the bag, I'm good looking, so I'm automatically interesting. But here's the catch, looks fade, personality doesn't. If you're just relying on your appearance to keep her engaged, you're not playing the long game. The misconception here is thinking that the work is done after the first impression, but women want someone who can carry a conversation, show depth, and make them laugh. Someone who's genuinely interesting beyond the skin-deep stuff. What works better? Show confidence, intelligence, and authenticity. Build an emotional connection, not just a physical one. Imagine having a conversation with her where you make her think, laugh, and connect without focusing solely on how she looks or how great you appear. When you lead with your personality, your looks become the cherry on top, actionable tip. Don't just rely on charm. Bring substance into the conversation, share experiences, stories, and insights that make her think, and she'll start to see you for much more than just your looks. Number four, they want to test your emotional investment. Here's something you might not realize. Women are constantly testing your emotional investment. They want to know if you're willing to put in the time, energy, and care needed to build something real good. Looks are nice, but they're not enough. They want to see if you'll stick around when things get complicated, not just when everything is smooth sailing. The mistake many guys make is thinking they can impress a woman with charm material things are fleeting gestures, but women see right through that. They're looking for consistency and depth. They want to know if you'll be there for them during the highs and the lows. So how do they test this? Sometimes they'll pull back emotionally or create situations where you have to prove you're not just in it for the easy win. They might subtly push you away to see if you're still willing to chase after something real. Here's the better way to handle it. Stay emotionally available without being needy. Don't try to fix everything or chase after validation. Instead, show through your actions that you're invested in her well-being, her emotions, and the connection you're building. When you do this, you'll show her that you're not just in it for the physical attraction. You're here for something deeper, and that's where the real connection happens. Number 5, they want to see if you'll chase them. Let's face it, women want to know if you'll chase them now before you jump to conclusions. This doesn't mean they want you to run after them like a dog after a treat. It's more about testing whether you're truly interested in pursuing them, not just going after the easy win or the next shiny object. Here's the thing, women want to feel like they're worth the chase. It's not about playing hard to get. It's about seeing if you value them enough to put in the effort. If you're just handing over compliments or taking the easy route, they won't feel challenged or valued. It becomes too easy for them to brush you off. But here's the catch. If you chase them too much or too early, it can come off as desperate. Women want to see that you're interested, but not to the point where you're losing yourself in the process. So what's the ideal balance? Take it slow, pursue her, but don't chase her. Stay interested, but keep your dignity intact. Let her feel that you're worthy of being chased too by showing self-respect and having a life of your own. When you master this, she'll respect you more and be far more interested in keeping you around. And let's be honest, nobody respects someone who chases after them like they have no other options. Number 6, they're seeking validation. Here's something many men miss. Sometimes women are playing games because they're seeking validation. It's not that they're unsure of their attractiveness, but rather they want to feel seen, heard, and valued. A woman might engage in playful back and forth or keep you guessing to test how much attention and acknowledgement she can get from you. She wants to know that she's not just another face in the crowd. Now, here's where the misunderstanding happens. Many men assume that when a woman seeks validation, it's a sign of insecurity, but it's more complex. Women, just like men, need emotional reinforcement. They want to feel important, desirable, and appreciated, not just by the world, but by someone they're genuinely interested in. The mistake most men make is falling into the trap of over-complimenting or overly praising. They think that by showering her with validation, they'll win her over. But this can come across as insincere or even desperate. The key: be authentic in your compliments and appreciation. Don't just tell her she's beautiful. Show her why you value her personality, intelligence, or sense of humor. This goes far beyond superficial praise. When you give genuine validation that reflects her true worth, she'll feel respected, seen, and more attracted to you. And honestly, that's the kind of validation that builds lasting attraction. Number 7, they want to test your confidence. Here's a critical piece of the puzzle. Women want to test your confidence, and they do it in ways you might not even realize. Confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. And women know that it's not something you can fake. They'll test how secure you are in yourself and in your decisions. It's not about being cocky. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are and owning it. Now, here's the thing. Many men think they need to show off their confidence by bragging or acting like they have everything under control all the time. But that's not real confidence. Real confidence is quiet, steady, and unshakable. It's not about showing off. It's about being at ease with who you are and handling situations with calm assurance. What often happens is women will throw little challenges your way just to see how you react. Maybe they'll disagree with you, test your opinion, or even throw in a bit of playful teasing. How you handle these moments shows them if you can stand your ground without overreacting. So what's the right way to handle this? Stay calm and collected. Show her you can handle whatever comes your way without losing your composure. When you do this, your confidence will naturally shine, and that's what she's looking for. Number 8, they want to know you can lead. Here's something women often test: your ability to lead. It's not about being domineering or controlling. It's about showing that you have direction and that you can take charge when needed. Women want to feel like they can trust you to guide a relationship, handle tough decisions, and not leave them in limbo. They need to know that you're capable of providing stability and that you won't shy away when the pressure is on. Now, here's the common mistake many men make. They confuse leadership with being controlling. Leadership isn't about forcing things to go your way. It's about being decisive, listening, and taking responsibility when necessary. Women want to see that you can make decisions, not just in big moments, but in small, everyday situations as well. The test often comes when she gives you an opportunity to take the lead. It might be something simple like deciding where to go for dinner or making plans for the weekend. She's paying attention to how confidently and effectively you handle it. If you hesitate or defer all the time, she'll start wondering if you're capable of leading in more important aspects of life to handle this well. Practice being more decisive. Don't overthink it. Trust yourself to make the call. Bonus point. If you don't play along and remain emotionally steady, you'll gain respect and admiration. Here's the bonus truth that'll take everything to the next level. If you don't play along with the emotional games and instead remain emotionally steady, you'll gain a level of respect and admiration that's hard to beat. Women, whether they realize it or not, respect men who can keep their composure. Especially when they're being tested, this doesn't mean you need to bottle up your emotions or pretend you're immune to stress. It means you should be able to stay calm and collected even when she's throwing a little curveball your way. When you show that you're unshaken by her playful challenges, you demonstrate confidence, control, and maturity. The biggest mistake most guys make is getting caught up in the emotional chaos. They start reacting to every little test or mixed signal, thinking they need to win every exchange. But here's the thing, by staying steady, you're actually showing her that you don't need external validation to feel secure in yourself. That kind of emotional maturity is magnetic. Think about this: when you don't let her games affect you, you automatically set a standard. You show her that you can handle anything that comes your way. No drama, just strength. This is the type of man women respect and ultimately admire. So stay emotionally steady and watch how your interactions become deeper and more genuine. Thanks for sticking with me through this one. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to check the links in the description for everything we discussed today. And hey, drop a quick comment below. Just something simple to let us know you made it to the end. It's our way of thanking you for being part of this community. Before you go, don't forget to like this video to support our growth and help more people find it. Subscribe for more daily content and share it with someone who could benefit. We'll see you tomorrow with even more life-changing advice.